The missing pages of Anne Frank's diary, a poignant window into the mind of a girl caught in one of history's darkest moments, have been uncovered. This revelation doesn't just shed light on Anne's private thoughts, but provides a chilling, unfiltered perspective of a world unraveling during World War II. But how did these pages go missing in the first place? And why have they remained hidden for so long? The story begins in Amsterdam, 1944. Anne and her family were in hiding, trapped in a secret annex above her father's business premises. For 2 years, Anne poured her soul into her diary, documenting her fears, dreams, and a youthful optimism that defied the horrors around her. When the annex was raided by the Nazis, Anne's diary was left behind, later rescued by Maib Gies, one of the helpers who risked their lives to protect the Frank family. Yet parts of the diary, specific pages, were mysteriously excluded when it was published after the war. For decades, scholars, historians, and readers speculated about these missing pages. Were they censored by Anne's father, Otto Frank, the only survivor of the annex, to protect her memory? Or did they contain something too controversial, too revealing for the world to see? The answer, as we now know, lies in a mixture of both. Let's step back and explore the discovery of these pages. In 2018, researchers used advanced imaging technology to decipher 2 pages of Anne's diary that had been covered with brown paper. What they found was shocking, yet profoundly human. Anne, with her growing curiosity about the world and her place in it, had written about topics considered taboo at the time, including discussions on sex and her views on relationships. These entries, though ordinary for a teenager, were deemed too sensitive for the post-war audience and likely led to their concealment. But there's more to the story. Recent revelations include newly uncovered fragments of Anne's writings that go beyond teenage musings. These missing pages provide insights into her political awareness and an evolving understanding of the world's injustices. One entry discusses the unequal treatment of women, a remarkable observation for someone so young. Another reflects on her dreams of becoming a writer, a dream she tragically never lived to fulfill, but achieved posthumously through her diary's publication. Why does this matter? Because these pages remind us of Anne's humanity. They show that she wasn't just a symbol of the Holocaust, but a real, complex individual with hopes, flaws, and questions. They bring us closer to understanding her as a person, not just as a victim of history. The uncovering of these pages also reignites debates about the preservation and presentation of historical artifacts. Should such deeply personal writings be exposed to the world, or do they belong solely to the individual? Otto Frank faced this dilemma when editing Anne's diary for publication. By omitting certain passages, he aimed to protect Anne's dignity and align her story with the cultural sensitivities of the time. Yet, with modern sensibilities and a greater understanding of the importance of authenticity, these omissions take on a different weight. Was it right to curate Anne's story for public consumption? Or does the discovery of these missing pages correct a historical narrative that was incomplete for decades? As we unravel the layers of this discovery, another question emerges. What do these missing pages teach us about the nature of memory and history? Anne's diary, incomplete as it was, became one of the most powerful testimonies of the Holocaust. It humanized the unimaginable, putting a face and a voice to the millions who perished. The missing pages add nuance to this testimony, reminding us that history is not static. It evolves as new information comes to light, challenging us to reevaluate what we think we know. The story of these pages also serves as a sobering reminder of the fragility of truth. Anne's diary was almost lost to history, left behind in a chaotic raid. The fact that we have it at all is a testament to the courage of those who preserved it. And yet, even preserved truths can be incomplete. The discovery of these missing pages shows how easily narratives can be shaped, intentionally or otherwise, by those who control the story. It's worth noting that the revelations in these pages don't diminish the power of Anne's original diary. Instead, they enrich it. They give us a fuller picture of her life, her thoughts, and her growth as a person. They remind us that Anne was not just a passive observer of history, but an active thinker, grappling with the complexities of her world. This discovery also forces us to confront our relationship with history. How do we honor the past while being honest about its complexities? The missing pages of Anne's diary challenge us to look beyond the sanitized versions of history and confront the raw, uncomfortable truths that lie beneath. They remind us that history is not just about facts and dates, but about the lives and voices that shaped it. So, what happens now? The The publication of these missing pages has sparked renewed interest in Anne's story, drawing attention to the lessons it holds for today. In a world still grappling with prejudice, discrimination, and the erosion of human rights, Anne's voice is more relevant than ever. Her diary, now complete, serves as a powerful reminder of the consequences of hatred and the resilience of the human spirit. As we reflect on this discovery, let us not forget the broader context of Anne's story. The Holocaust was not just a tragedy of numbers, but a tragedy of individual lives, dreams, and potential lost. Anne's diary, with its newly uncovered pages, is a testament to what was taken and what can never be erased. The missing pages of Anne Frank's diary are more than just historical artifacts. They are a mirror, reflecting the enduring struggle between memory and forgetting, truth and denial. They challenge us to remember Anne not as a symbol, but as a person, with all the complexities that entails. And they remind us that even in the darkest times, the human spirit can shine through, in words, in hope, and in the unyielding quest for truth.